Hey guys, so from the title of this video, it is about my 2-year update off hormonal birth control, aka the pill, which in my head is, I'm going to be going over a couple topics: mood, periods, protection, weight, acne, and headaches. And I'm going to answer the same questions that I did on my 4-month update. So it'll be really cool to see the difference. I also have several other videos in my birth control playlist, so check those out because it'll give you a lot of information about my journey as a whole. So number 1 is about mood. I had really bad acne, and that is why I went on the pill in the first place. Little grade 9 me needed it because I had acne, and automatically they're like, oh, birth control, here you go. I ended up getting really bad depression and anxiety from the pill. At the time I didn't realize it was from the pill, but then it didn't take much to realize that when I got off of it, it was so much better, my mood in general. But for me, when I tried to cut cold turkey, it did not work at all. I was really struggling, so I ended up talking to a naturopath. I'm trying this thing again, but this time I'm going to do it right. I'm not just gonna quit cold turkey. I'm going to, actually I already booked an appointment with my naturopath, and I got in connection with her, and I got on some hormone supplements. So I currently take Vitex, and it's an Estro Smart. So essentially for me, when I got my period, I actually got really happy, which is very abnormal. And then as it went on and I approached ovulation, my estrogen began to rise, and I would get more and more depressed, moody, irritated, and it was very odd. So my naturopath said I'm not flushing out my estrogen properly, so I ended up taking pills for that, and that's the supplements that help balance it. And it has made the most difference in my life, honestly. Consistently, my periods are better. I'll tell you more about it, but in general, my mood was crappy before I had hormone support. Number 2 is periods. When I first got off the pill, they were way crampier, heavier, longer. I'm like, this sucks. I can't not do this forever. Not that I was debating on getting back on the pill, but I certainly went and bought Midol for the first time. I'm like, this is awful. But with the hormone supplements that I was just previously talking about, it has changed completely. So obviously with my hormones balanced, that's helped my mood, my PMS symptoms, all of those kind of things. So I encourage you, if you're discouraged about getting off the pill and having really bad cramps and bad periods again, try to work with a naturopath for that exact reason, because it worked for me. Number 3 is protection. So I personally use a tracker on Femometer. There's also, which I just learned today, my friend showed me on the Apple Watch, you can get a period tracker, and it can sync and let you know when you're fertile. I personally study my body quite a bit. I think it's very interesting that you can tell by discharge and stuff like that when you're in ovulation. And I grew up thinking that it was so easy to get pregnant, and for some people it is, but it's crazy that out of the entire month, how small of a window you have to actually get pregnant and to be fertile. And the more you learn that, for me, I don't want kids, so I avoid that, using condoms, studying my body, all of the sorts. So there's definitely ways you can take your temperature. You can get super detail oriented into this journey, or you can kind of keep it on the lighter side and just be really cautious with extra protection. Number 4 is weight. I was worried about gaining a lot of weight, and I want to say that this hasn't been the best experiment for me personally, because the last 2 years we've been in a pandemic. So I have gained weight because we weren't allowed outside our houses, we weren't allowed in the gym, all the sorts. So I'm losing weight now again actively because I'm back in the gym with regular workouts. But I think just in general, being cooped up in the house, that made me gain weight, and I do not in any relation relate it to birth control or getting off of it. So I don't think that I can really comment personally on the weight, and I just thought I'd be really, blunt about that. So topic number 4 is weight. I actually lost weight when I got off the pill. I felt like my mental health was a lot better, so I was sleeping better, I was less stressed, and I think too, in general, being more gentle with myself has helped a lot. Number 5 is acne, which is the whole reason I went on birth control in the first place. My face has gotten a lot better. As you can see, actually maybe you can't, but I do have a few pimples because I'm getting my period in 2 days. So I'll get a few, but it's not anything outrageous. Most of the time I don't have anything at all, but I find if I consume a lot of sugar, which this weekend was Thanksgiving, so I ate more than I normally would have on any given weekend, and I actually attribute that to this. So if you're just like eating well, whole foods, all that stuff, I find I don't break out at all. But sometimes, you know, like an ingrown pimple before my period, like I know it's coming. So if I don't know my period's coming, which I would, I'll know just from the pimple. But it's not anything outrageous. And I do a lot of like skincare, natural makeup. I've really switched to like clean products, and that's helped too. So number 6 is headaches. So I was a migraine queen. I always got them. It was very frustrating to the point that a year ago I did a video on getting Botox. It's been 6 official days since I got my treatment. It is crazy to see the difference. Like this is as much as I can raise my face and scrunch. In my skull, it was a very weird feeling. It was like crunchy, gross, but it was worth it, and it did stop for a little bit. But I wanted to get down to the root cause. And I still once in a while will get them when it rains or before my period, but I consistently know that that's what's affecting them now, and it's not all of the time. Because I got put on birth control so young, I don't remember having a lot of migraines before that, but it's hard to tell. Like I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't know. But I know that when I was on birth control, I had way more headaches and migraines than I do now. I would probably say roughly like 90% more when I was on the pill versus now, and they're way more manageable. I can use pressure points. I also find too that eliminating inflammatory foods and sugar helps. So if I do have that, say sugar this weekend, I'll get a headache, I'll get acne. So all those things you have to watch too, and make sure you're not like blaming the pill when there's other things that you're doing that could be causing that. But overall, it is the best decision, besides doing the 75 hard challenge, that I've ever done. I am just so proud of myself to push through and like educate myself. And I'm proud of you for clicking on this video and watching it. If you're still here, then thank you. Be sure to follow me on all of my platforms. I share a lot of stuff on like tips and tricks on my Instagram and on my TikTok page. I think I'm at 86,000 followers on TikTok, which is absolutely incredible. So hopefully by the time you're watching it, it's way higher, because I love helping just with tips and tricks. Like that is my passion. So if you or someone you know is trying to get off birth control, maybe you've already tried and you're surviving, not thriving, girl, I understand completely. So just remember, I am here for you. I got all the videos, and if there's something that you want to know that's not on here, please comment, because I will 100% make a video for you. But here they are. Anyways, I hope you guys have the best day ever, the best mental health day, and let me know in the comments if you like this video, if you have any more questions, and I will be happy to answer. Bye!
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.